it's Jessica. Welcome back to my channel. So as you've seen by the title and definitely the thumbnail, today I'm going to be showing you guys how I created this it makeup look and hairstyle that I thought goes perfectly along with the makeup look. And I've seen lots and lots of other people use this hairstyle too. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I created this look and how I done this hairstyle. Great English. So if you want to see how I done it, just keep watching. Okay guys, so the first thing you want to do is your base makeup. So that is your foundation, your concealer and your powder. So I already went ahead and done that off camera just to save time, and you guys know what I'd just be doing. I'd just be putting on in front of you guys and there's no point. So I just done it off camera just to speed things up a little bit. So the foundation I use is the MAC Mineralize Moisture SPF 15 foundation, and it looks like this, and this is in the shade NC25. The concealer I use today is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in the shade 16N Fair Light and Neutral. I wanted to get the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer for so long, and I finally got it when I went away to Dubai. In the last video you guys would have seen, I went to Dubai and they had it in the Sephora and I was so happy. Love this concealer. The powder I use is the MAC Medium Plus powder. So this powder looks, this one's actually almost empty, but I have a new one. I just haven't opened it yet, but I need to because you can clearly see how this one is empty. It has hit the pan on it. It looks very dark, not really with this light, but like in other lightings it looks very dark, but it actually is my skin shade. But it just does look dark in the compact. But yes, that is the powder I use. So I'm going to go ahead and start with eyeshadow. Okay, so the first shade we're going to be using on our eyes is any type of white shade or like a light cream or like a very light beige shade. There's usually one in every palette. It's like a very light shade. So the palette I'm going to be using today is the Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival XL Pro palette, which I kindly got for my birthday off one of my very good friends, Ellie. Thank you, Ellie. Love this palette. It's so amazing. I haven't got to use all the colors in it yet, but today I do, because we're using like reds and blacks. So you want to go and use any light shade. So here you can see the lightest shade in my palette is this shade here, or this one is a bit shimmery, so we're not going to use this one, but this one is called Pillow Talk. So it's a very light, almost looks white, but it's also has a bit of like a cream shade in it. So I'm going to go in with that just to set my eyes. So you guys just use any shade that color and just put that all over your eyes. Okay, so once the white base shade is on, I'm going to go in with my Soft Glam Anastasia palette, and I'm just going to be using some of the brown shades and working into the darker browns just before I go into the red, so I don't go straight into red, so they'll all blend out evenly. So I'm going to just start with the light browns, and then I'm going to go into the darker browns, almost like a rusty shade, and then work my way into the reds. So first I'm taking the shade Orange Soda, and I'm just taking my fuchsia brush and I am just tapping it off, and I'm just going to put that in my outer crease. Once I have the orange shade, I'm not going to blend it out yet. I'm going to go in with another brush and go in with the darker shade. I'm going to go in with Sienna, and I'm going to blend the two together while using the darker shade. So I'm just using this brush from Pennies or Primark, whichever you like to call it, and I'm taking a bit of Sienna and I'm going to put that in my outer crease and blend the two shades together. So I know I look crazy right now, but basically what I done is I winged out the eyeshadow just to make more like eye space, so I can put the reds here and then blend them in ways. So I'm going to do that on the other side and just show you guys how I done that. So I'm just taking the dark shade that I used and put it in my crease just as normal, and then instead of stopping there, I'm just going to take some more, top it off, oh sorry, and I'm then just going to go from the corner of my eye and just kind of brush up very lightly, just like this, and then bring it back in from the top of the point and then bring it back into my eye. So now that both eyes are the same and I look very crazy right now, I'm going to go ahead and blend all of this together. Now I'm just going in with this palette I have, and it has a red shade here. So just find any palette that you have that has a red shade. So I'm just taking this red shade here with another smaller brush, and I'm just going to take some of this and tap it off. And I'm just going to go on the very outer corners of my eyes with this red shade. So I went ahead and done one eye off camera, so it's not finished. I know it doesn't look red on camera, but I promise it is red. So I went ahead and done this eye off camera, and I'm going to do this one now, and I'm going to show you guys how I done this one. So what I done is I went back in with my Soft Glam palette, and I'm trying to find the brush that I used, this one. And I went in with the shade, the black shade here, and I also mixed it with this shade from this palette, Reckless. So it's a very dark purple, and I'm just using the purple so the red and the purple will mix easier than the black. So I'm just going to go up close here so you can see the two shades blended easier than it would with just pure black. So I'm going to blend it with the purple, and then I'm going to blend it with the black. So as you can see, obviously there's a bit of fallout, but we're going to ignore that. But as you can see, the two shades, the red and the dark purple, blend way easier than a black and a red would. So now that I've done that, it looks so weird on camera. Now that I have blended these two shades together, I'm going to go in with the black on the outer crease and then just blend in with the purple. Now taking a fluffy brush, I'm going to blend these two shades together. So now that that's blended, it's very dark in the middle, and then there's like an outline of red is what I was going for. So now to do this part, so this part is going to lead into the two lines that come around and join the mouth. So for that, I am just going to go back in with the black eyeshadow brush I used and take more of the black, and then I'm just going to go from the corner of my eye underneath, and then I'm going to draw the upside down triangle shape. Okay, so once them two under triangle eye things are done, I basically just put a little line underneath each, just so I have a guide of where to draw the next two lines. So basically, just to fill up this gap here on my eye, I'm just going to take the black eyeshadow and literally just go across my waterline on my eye just to fill up the gap. Now once the eyes are done, I'm going to be moving on to the two lines that come around and join the mouth. So I'm going to be going in with a red shade first, and then it's more of like a black line in the middle of the two red shades. So for this, I'm going to be taking another type of flat brush with the red eyeshadow on it, and I'm just going to draw a line lightly and join it to the corners of my mouth. Okay, so once I've done this, I'm now going to go in with another flat brush, and I'm going to put black on it this time and carefully go in between, in the middle of the red, and create another line. So now I'm going to be moving on to the two triangles that are above my eyebrows, and they join into the eyeshadow, then into the mouth. But before I do that, my English is really good today. Before I do that, I'm going to quickly go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. Okay, so now that my eyebrows are filled in, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the two triangles on top of my eyebrows. Also, if you hear any noises, I don't know if the camera's picking up or not, but because it's Halloween tomorrow, there's lots of fireworks being set off. So if you hear them in the background, just ignore it. But I don't know if the camera's picking up or not, so maybe you're not hearing this at all, but just putting it out there. So I'm going to go back in with the brush I used to draw the triangles, and I'm going to draw two small, quite slim black triangles on top of my eyebrows, just right in the middle of my eyebrows. And then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to get a red shade and go around it, just like it's like black and red here. It's going to be black and then red on the outside. Okay, so once they're both filled in black, I'm going to go back in with the brush I used that has red on it. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blend out the sides by adding red to each side of the triangles. So by doing that, it just added red around the corners. So it kind of looks messy, but like it's supposed to look like that. And it just kind of matches the eyeshadow perfectly. So now once that's done, as you can see, there's a big gap. Well, not big, but there's a gap in between just my eye, underneath my eyebrow here, and the triangles. So we're just going to fill that in by using the same brush. I'm just going to literally brush up just like this from my eyeshadow, just to join the two together. Another firework just went off there, but I can't tell if the camera's picking up or not. So I'm just going to blend it up like this with I can't speak, with whatever left on my brush. Sorry guys, I'm not having a good speaking day today. I just don't know why. Every time I have to film a video, my words just don't come out. So as you can see, it's very red, and it looks like it doesn't match at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with my darker shades and my black, just to blend them all together. So for mascara, I'm just using the Benefit Roller Lash. I know you won't really see it, but on camera you can't really see it, but like if you have it in up close photos, you can just see the mascara, and it just makes your eyelashes a little bit longer. So I always just put on a bit of mascara. So after mascara is done, I'm going to go back in with my flat top brush that I've been using with the black to draw the triangles and the lines. I am now going to do that to just draw a small circle on the tip of my nose using the black. So once the circle in black is drawn, I'm just going to go ahead and fill it in using the red. Okay, so now that the nose is done, I went ahead and blended the two shades together. So there's like a very dark red shade. You almost can't see it, but it's there. So once that is done, I'm now going to move on to lips. So of course, a red lipstick. So this looks like a very bright red, but basically I'm going to be adding a black lip liner. It's not a lip liner, I'm just going to be using eyeshadow to make it almost like a darker red around the outsides. Just the way the black is running through the red here, the black will be running through the red on my lips. So now that this is dry, because it was a liquid lipstick, I'm now going to take the same black brush and just do an outline of black and then blend it inwards. So now that that's blended, my lips do look almost more black than red, but that's perfect because you can still see the red coming through, and that's exactly what I was going for. So now that is the makeup look complete, and I'm very, very happy with how it turned out, and I hope you guys like how it turned out. So just to complete this look, I'm going to... English isn't good today. Right. But I'm going to now show you guys the hairstyle that I think perfectly goes along with this makeup look. So what you need for this hairstyle is a hairbrush, 2 ponytails, and a few bobbins or clips, whatever you like to call them. So the first step you want to do is just split your hair in two, which I've already done. Oh, it's tangled there. So what you're going to do is just put your hair in 2 high ponytails, just like not too forward, probably more at the crown of your head, just back here. Okay, so now that your hair is in 2 ponytails, just like this, you're going to just take one side, take your hairbrush and just kind of bunch it up a little bit like this, just to make them a little bit bigger. As you can see, it just looks a bit more like messy. So just like that, and then once you've done that, just going to twist it around like this, and just get a bobby pin ready. And just twist it around so you make a bun. Just like this, and open the bobby pin. I know I should probably open it with my fingers and not my teeth, but it's so impossible to do that with one hand, so apologies. There we go, and you're just going to pin it down until you think it looks right. So once your bun's in your hair, you don't want them too tight, so basically you're just going to pull out some little bits, just like this, just all your little baby hairs. Just bring them out so the buns aren't too neat looking. Just bring them out like this, bring them out from the 2 sides of your ears, just like this. And if you just want to play around with your buns a little bit, just kind of make them look a little bit messy. Oh, one of my clips just came out, hold on. Technical difficulties. There we go. Just kind of make them a little bit bigger, just how you want them, just so they're not flat and everything's straight back. Just want to make it look a little bit more messy, just like that. So that is the makeup look for it and the hair complete. Okay guys, this is the end of the video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below. Have a very happy Halloween and I'll be back with a new video very soon. Bye!